Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to share a brand new poster for Halloween Ends that was just released, and it was designed by the artist who created the original Halloween poster back in 1978. Plus, we will hear from Jamie Lee Curtis, who shares what the experience was like for her very first viewing of the final version of Halloween Ends that we will all be seeing in just 1 week from now. And what she reveals about her experience may not be what you expect. Let's go! So first up is the story from Fangoria about artist Bob Gleason's new poster for Halloween Ends. Now you may be familiar with some of Bob's other artwork, such as the movie posters for John Carpenter's The Fog, Arthur starring Dudley Moore, Bruce Lee's Game of Death, and Chuck Norris's Forced Vengeance. But he's best known for his iconic poster for John Carpenter's 1978 masterpiece, Halloween. Yes, of course, the original Halloween. And speaking with Fangoria, Bob stated that the most iconic thing I've ever been associated with is the Halloween poster. I've done album covers for Stevie Wonder and Gladys Knight, and my association with Halloween has been the pinnacle of my career. It's the most iconic thing I've ever been associated with. And I think it's really cool that Bob has come back to the Halloween franchise with a force with this new poster right here. There it is, folks. Now, when discussing this new poster, Bob said, I actually painted multiple versions of it. It was fascinating to me how the character has changed, and I realized that it needed to be darker and more evil. Even with simple objects, the lighting and shading vary so much in the character. So just looking at this poster, it's great. It's fantastic. It encompasses the shape. That's who he is. Knife front and center, ready to go. You know, again, remember that 78 poster where we had the knife and the pumpkin there, and you can see the hand holding it through the pumpkin. It's very similar there in terms of that same design, but of course, no pumpkin. We just have Michael Myers there, but it looks really good. I think it's a killer poster, and I love that he came back to the franchise. This is the OG, you know, think about it. This is the OG artist for this franchise. So having a new poster here for Halloween Ends, which is the end of this this timeline that he was a part of in 78 with Laurie Strode. It's now coming to an end, which is really pretty cool. We're going to have a poster from him that started it all, and now we're going to have this poster to end it all with this timeline for Halloween Ends. And I think it looks awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I thought it was really cool. It was a nice surprise to go online and find this, and was unexpected. I was not expecting that. So very cool poster. I dig it. Now, to close things out, Jamie Lee Curtis recently watched the final version of Halloween Ends that we will see next week in the theaters or at home on Peacock, or both, depending on your preference. And while this was a private viewing for JLC, she was not alone. So ComingSoon.net reported that appearing on the Graham Norton show to promote the film, Curtis discussed the scarier aspects of the film, joking that she even watched it with the volume control so she could avoid some of the more graphic moments. However, Curtis also mentioned that she had to watch the film with a security guard on site, something that allowed Curtis to still hear just how chaotic the movie was. So here's what she actually had to say. So they screened it for me by myself, said Curtis, but I watched it in an empty theater but I had the volume control, which I think that's awesome to have, be able to sit back in the theater with the volume control for the whole theater. So anyway, back to her quote. So I was groovy. All the talking, great. But the minute the music comes up, I'm turning it down to 0 and I turn away. But swear to God, they insisted on having a guard in the room so that I wouldn't pirate my own movie. And I'm telling you, I was like, wait, what? So my entire movie, I'd turn the volume down and I'd turn my head, but I got to listen to him. And he'd be like, oh no, end quote. So this is a great quote and recap from Jamie Lee Curtis. And first of all, again, like I said a minute ago, how cool is that to be in a theater and you've got the volume control? Oh man, there's been many movies I've been in my lifetime. I wish I had the volume control because it just was not loud enough. In this case, she's turning it down. I'd be turning it up. But anyway, yeah, so she says that they have the security guard there, I guess, watching, making sure that she's not got her phone out, recording anything, which again, I find that to be pretty hilarious considering this is the star of the film. This is Jamie Lee Curtis, the OG final girl of all people, yeah, it's interesting, but I know it's probably a contractual thing that doesn't matter who you are. If you're going to watch it, you're a cast member, what have you, or even probably one of the creative teams, those guys, they probably need to have someone in there. I get that. I don't think she took it personally. It looks like she got a kick out of it. But I do love the fact that she would turn the volume down at the scary moments. So she would just turn her head. She literally says, I'll turn down the volume. I turned my head, but got to listen to the security guard. So anyway, that's pretty funny. She got her own personal soundtrack from the security guard watching the scenes and obviously knowing or dreading what was about to happen and come up on the screen. So guys, that's really all I wanted to share with you. It's a quick video today. I just wanted to bring you the poster, which I thought was really cool, especially considering who made that poster. Like, I don't do a video for every new poster, but I did one for this one because Bob Gleason being back, the OG artist, is really cool. I think that's a neat thing that he did this. So I wanted to let you guys know about it just in case you had not heard or seen the poster. And of course, when I saw the article with Jamie Lee Curtis here, too good to pass up. So I decided to just make them both into one video versus having, one of them by themselves, kind of not really being worth just a video, but putting them together. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the update. Now, I want to know what you think about the new poster and Jamie Lee Curtis's experience watching Halloween Ends. I'd love to know what you think about it. So please leave comment below right now in the comment section. Let me know your opinion, your thoughts, any ideas you have based on what we talked about today. I'd love to hear it, and we can discuss it together. Well, guys, that's all for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Halloween Ends and other movie content, of course. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.